Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the New York Giants taking on Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 81 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Taylor.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go,
there is a hush indeed. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made by Chase Young. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And now they'll throw with Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 2nd down now, it's Bishop. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On 1st down, it's Bishop, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Lance. Throw left side, complete. That's Bishop. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Lance now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
kick ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hurts throw complete there to St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st down, Lance. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, it's Bishop. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bishop able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
New York now for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good move at the 30. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
It's caught by Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And they'll accept that penalty. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. The Lions offense set to take over.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Lance. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Working from the gun, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Colts with 2 straight wins to start the season as they get the win at home there. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go. Red, 38. 26 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Bishop. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down, it's Bishop. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, it's Bishop. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Lance on the keeper.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Man, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This one left side, caught by Patterson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Foot. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foot.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Lance now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Hurts going to keep it again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And possession switching back to the New York Giants.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lance. And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive.
But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Running left, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Young.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurts.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out.
And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Lance.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Now Lance.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
26 Mike.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Bishop, and he'll get this down only to the 18. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Lions down by 7. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.